I like that people are fans of what I'm doing. That's like a big deal to me because I'm like, this is stuff I created. This is stuff I wrote on a napkin and now it's all over the world. That's insanity to me,
Yeah.
Hey, this is Godfrey, and make sure you are tuned in to the Peace of Wellness podcast.
Welcome to the Peace of Wellness podcast. I have a very special guest. I always have a special guest. So I have a very special guest this morning with me, Godfrey.
What's happening?
And I have to give a little bit of an intro to this because I have to share that I actually met you on the streets of New York.
On the streets of New York? It sounds so tough.
Right.
On the streets. I was on a sidewalk.
You were actually on the sidewalk.
It's always the streets. We were in the middle of the street. Wouldn't that be cool if we actually met in the middle of the street? And he's like, we really did meet in the streets.
I can't say you're for the streets. I can just say that you are next to the street.
I'm a nerd.
You are.
I'm a nerd. Come on.
But I met you on the sidewalk.
Yes, you did.
Outside of the Comedy Cellar.
Okay, yes.
It was actually my birthday.
Wow.
And my good friend, Ash, have to give her a little shout out. She treated me to a spa day.
Okay.
She took me to dinner.
Okay.
And then she bought me Comedy Cellar tickets.
Comedy Cellar tickets? And that's when you ran into me.
You were actually not performing. So it was a surprise to see you.
You might have seen me because the Comedy Cellar has 2 rooms. There's one around the corner. So I could have been around the corner and come around to the main.
Oh, gotcha.
Because sometimes we come to the main club that's been there since the 80s.
Yeah.
And we hang out. There's the olive tree at the top.
Yes.
And so you could have caught me outside, hang out with other comics.
Yeah.
So we do that because we go back and forth. The Village Underground is around the corner, which is across the street from the Blue Note Jazz venue. So yeah, sometimes because that Village Underground has 3 different rooms that are related to the Comedy Cellar. So the cellar has basically 4 rooms within one corner. So
that is how this all came to be. Like 10 months ago, met this man on the street. Yes,
Damn,
because I was thinking in preparation for this.
She counted.
But also I know when my birthday is and it's in December. So,
your birthday's
the
December
math be
what?
mathin'.
Your birthday?
December 9th.
Oh, it's coming up soon.
It's coming up in a couple months.
Yeah.
So that's how I met Godfrey on the sidewalks of New York. And
the streets.
Exactly.
The sidewalks of New York.
So thank you so much for joining me today.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it.
Hey.
And in preparation for this, I actually watched several of your last few interviews. And
did you?
Because I work in psych and mental health is super important to me, I actually wanted to ask you, this was one of my favorite questions, is you said that you were a psych major.
Pre-med psych major. Yes, I was.
Pre-med.
Yes, I was.
And I am so curious, had you not chosen comedy, do you think that you could have been happy having gone that route?
I don't know. Nah, not happier than what I'm doing.
No,
Hell,
okay.
Because of the freedom of expression, the freedom of being able to speak for voiceless people, the freedom of being able to tell someone to fuck off and not get fired.
Right.
The freedom of being able to put in messages, whether it's political, racial, whatever. It seems like race and politics are almost in the same. Because if you talk about race, they say, you're so political. I go, what? Right. I didn't talk about politics, but you're political. I said, how? Because I talk about race?
Yeah.
Because they'll say race, politics, gender, whatever. It all kind of crosses each other. But I think it's because
You think it would have been too restrictive?
Yeah, working in an office or something,
or like
not expressing myself, and just being my own boss, being over almost close to 30 years of doing comedy and not being told what to do. And I get to sleep when the fuck I want. I get to wake up when I want. I can tell you to kiss my ass. Like, that's a good thing to have.
Yeah.
To have a freedom within your not having freedom, because the government is trying to shut all that down. But there's still these subcultures that have freedom.
Sure.
Like I'm coming from growing up in Chicago, being born in Nebraska, Lincoln, Nebraska.
That's right.
But growing up, and then especially we have a strong punk rock scene, and I knew people. I had a girl I was seeing; she was a punk rocker. So in high school, she had mohawk, a whole nine. Dope. She was dope though. But I've just been in the punk rock scene. It was just a type of freedom.
Yeah.
That fucks the system. This is what we do, underground shit. Being in the hip hop, that was another freedom. When hip hop really meant something. When you talked about the government, from Public Enemy to Cypress Hills to the, to Tribe Called Quest, to Big Daddy Kane, to the Eric B. and Rakims and, Wu-Tang Clan. And just, there was all that, there was freedom in that, kind of, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Even though you're under the umbrella of, what are these people doing?
In regards to, because I was thinking about this, psych, you working in psych, you working in med, you potentially going that route.
Yeah.
What was your parents, the Nigerian parents' reaction to comedy?
They were like, why would you, I thought you wanted to do psychiatry. I said, well, I just, because my sister caught me doing an open mic with her friend. She was at this open mic and she blabbed. Because I didn't want to. I said, I'm not going to say anything.
Siblings will rat you out.
She fucking blabbed on me, my older sister. And I was like, and so my father came down the stairs because I was in the basement, in the house. And he just came down 5 o'clock in the damn morning, waking me up, saying, oh, so you're doing comedy. Why? Why are you doing comedy? Okay, well, just do it as a hobby. I said, Dad, you can't do it as a hobby. Has to be 100%. So I was in this program in the summertime. It was for minorities in medicine or whatever. Did this summer thing, and we had anatomy and all this. And I talked to the dean of the school, University of Illinois in Chicago. There's 2 campuses, and it was a black dean of medicine, one of the first. And I was in his office, and he talked to me about being a doctor or being a comedian. He goes, well, I've been in this a long time, and I have friends in entertainment, friends in medicine. He says, I think you'd be good in either or, but you have to be dedicated to, if you want to be a comedian, you got to be 100%.
You have to go all the way.
You can't, there's no half-stepping in entertainment.
So he was actually incredibly encouraging.
Very much so.
That's actually amazing.
Very much so. He goes, I think whatever you do, you'll be good at whatever it is, but you got to be 100% dedicated. And that's when I said, comedy.
I actually love that. And I think that it's just so true with my road to entrepreneurship of just how you have to be 100%.
Yeah.
But in that, there are a lot of sacrifices made. So what kind of sacrifices do you feel like you made for comedy?
Man.
To be in comedy?
Sacrifices was no money.
Yeah.
I mean, I was doing regular jobs. People say, do you ever have a regular job? I go, yeah, my dad made me get a job at a grocery store at 15. It's a good story because my father woke up and said, okay, it's time to get a job. I give my parents credit. They're not around anymore, but I give my father credit. I'm Godfrey Jr., by the way. I give my father credit because everything he said was always right on point. Everything he said, he never gave me bad advice. Always right. I go, damn, he was right again. Because he said, he said, I lived life like I was a kid. Like, I'm not going to steer you wrong.
Yeah.
And if I am, I'll let you know. But he says, okay, it's time to get a job. You're 15. I go, I got to go get a job. You have to get a job because you need it. It's good for you. You need to learn how to save money, how to make money. You need to work with people. You need that.
Yeah, all the skills.
And so I was like, okay. So I went in Chicago. There's a grocery store called Dominic's. Now it's called Mariano's. It's different now.
I was going to say, is it still around?
Dominic's and Chicago's known for its grocery stores. Like, it's serious. Like, grocery stores are serious in Chicago. So I was like, there was one down the block, like maybe a 20-minute walk, right? And my father said, go down to Dominic's and go and ask for a job. I said, oh, okay. And I walked, right? And I'm like, I got to go ask for a job. So I go in there and I just walk in. I think I see a manager-looking guy. I go, hey, where do you ask for jobs? He goes, go in there in the office right there. The manager's over there and you can fill out an application. Oh, okay. So I go in. This Italian guy, I'll never forget the guy. Was it Rick Rizzo? He was very Italian. A lot of Italians ran the grocery stores in Chicago. So he's like, what do you need? You need a job? Something like that? Yeah, fill out the application and blah, blah, blah. And so I'm filling it out, right? And I call my dad and say, yeah, I got an application. I'm filling one out. And I'm filling it out. And then he goes, you want to work today? I go, yeah. I guess. He goes, all right, when you fill that out, boom, we'll get you a vest, and a name tag, blah, 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 right? And I go, oh, shoot. He goes, yeah, you're going to start at bagging groceries. We got a guy that's going to help you, blah, 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 blah. So I was like, all right. So I'm learning how to bag groceries and stuff like that. And an hour later, the guy comes. He goes, hey, you got friends that need a job? I go, yeah. Yeah. So I call my buddy Kyle.
Get them all in there.
My buddy Kyle, another guy. And I go, yo, dude, I have a job. Like, really? I go, yeah. You want one? And so my buddy Kyle, who I ended up going to college with too, he's my high school buddy, was my football teammate. We went to college together, and I got him a job. I got another friend. So we're 15. All of us have jobs now.
All of
I call my dad. Go, hey, my father's like, where? I'm working now. He goes, good.
I feel like you enjoy people saying things to you and speaking to you and interacting with you.
When?
Like, just like people recognizing you.
Oh no, it's cool. It's cool, man.
What do you think about it?
If they're nice, listen, it lets you know that. Yeah, man.
Well, how do you feel about the fame or like being recognized, being known?
It depends. Sometimes you're like, damn, you don't want to be bothered, but it's what I asked for.
Yeah.
I always make sure I remember that. It's what I asked for. Stop bitching. Because, there's people that don't give a shit who you are.
Yeah.
But when I get recognized in places and you get like benefits from that, I think it's awesome. But I don't take it as that's right, do that for me. I'm very, very gracious with it.
Yeah.
I like that people are fans of what I'm doing. That's like a big deal to me because I'm like, this is stuff I created. This is stuff I wrote on a napkin and now it's all over the world. That's insanity to me, For any celebrity, if you have the A-list and all this, and then you got me. But for
what list are you, Godfrey?
Maybe Q.
You're higher than Q. You're at least G. G for Godfrey, right? Yeah.
Well, with social media, it's really big now.
Do you feel like it's in the back of your mind when you are meeting new people, just wondering like what motives are?
Yeah, but I'm such a grounded dude, man. Yeah. It's like I hang around nothing but grounded dudes. We've been around.
I feel like you've had a lot of people in your life for a long time.
Yeah, man. And it's just, when you stay honest and you surround yourself with people who call you the fuck out. Yeah. That check you on dumb shit. You just, when someone ain't right. You're like, oh, please, beat it. Yeah. I had a girl yesterday and in where we're outside, I don't know, that little strip.
On the link.
And she was staring at me. Then when I walked in with my buddy, to In-N-Out, she just starts yelling like weird. She's like, why do I know you from somewhere? I said, shut the fuck up. What are you screaming at me for? Why are you calling me out so you can? I don't need that attention. No one cares that I'm in here. If people notice me, they do. But if they don't, no one gives a shit about me. So I like that, you know? And then I go outside and we're sitting like just on by the fountain where you can just people watch. So she comes out again. And so she's standing right in front of me. Why do I, she's like, and she's staring at me. I go, are you done? You're lording over me, and that's rude. And you're in my space. She goes, I'm not in your space. I got up and I said, I'll throw you in that fucking pond. But I wouldn't do it. I
know you.
I don't hit women. But I said, I'll throw you in that fucking pond. Get out of my face. You're being ridiculous. Something was wrong with her. Yeah. I said, you're being ridiculous. But
these are few and far between.
But most of the times I'm very gracious because there was a lot of people that came up to me.
I'm sure.
Took pictures. I said, yo, let's take a photo. Yeah. And because I know it means something to them.
Of course. Yeah.
And my work means something to them. And so I go, here's a picture. Thank you for patronizing me. Yeah. Thank you for spending money on me.
You have to be a man of the people in some ways, right?
And I have no problem. Muhammad Ali, still one of the most recognized face in the world. You saw him, you see footage, he greeted everybody. Yeah. That was Ali.
Yeah. That's
Who
amazing.
the fuck are you? Yeah. That's Muhammad Ali. Michael Jackson was the same way. But Michael couldn't go anywhere because he'd get hurt. Yeah. But he still was nice to people. Yeah. Who the fuck are you? I'm like that. I'm approachable. I'm cool, man. I'm very cool. I'm not. But if you come at me crazy, I can spot it. And I'll go. But then I'm glad that I react normally because I would have said that to you even if I wasn't a comic. Yeah. I'd be like, yo, get the fuck out of my face. Yeah. Because I'm human. I have to let you know I'm human by cursing you out.
Right.
I have to
you have to be a regular.
I go, no, eat a dick, yo, eat a dick. How about that? Eat a dick. That's me though. That's not, that's what I am before the comedy. I was like, no, eat a dick.
This is Godfrey.
That's
all
me.
of his decades.
All my buddies go, "You've never changed." I go, "No,
exactly."
But and no one can say, "Oh, Godfrey's a gentleman." I am a gentleman. My father was a great dude, man. My mother was a great woman.
I feel like you're a chivalrous. You know,
my
like you're
parents
still a
were
gentleman.
fantastic. They were very, very sticklers of
just
social
having
cues,
manners,
social
and,
cues.
Yeah,
like my father would always say. You don't, when people are eating, you don't talk over their food. You say, and you go. When people are eating, it's very rude to stand over people while they're eating. Just being there. Unless they call you to the table, but you go, "Hey, you guys are eating. I'll talk to you later."
There's still a way to conduct yourself.
I mean, I want to be around successful people. I would love to be helped by people, but there's a way to do it. I want to be helped where someone goes, "You've earned this help.
Yeah.
This work you're doing, I would love to help you."
And it's more a recognition of your effort
yeah,
and energy.
I'll open a door for you because I know you got the skills to make it work. Not just because I'm around, like, "Yo, help me out," and I'm average. I don't like people. This is weird for me. When I see average motherfuckers in this business getting shit because they just suck enough ass and they're average. And then when they're let through the door, they're doing average work. I like people, when I see my friends that get it, I go, "Well, this dude or this woman, she's dope. I'm glad she's getting help. She's amazing." The fact that they let her give her some daylight, she's going to be amazing. Yeah.
We see these things in all industries.
Everywhere. Politics, I'm sure, everything.
And just like you can see it everywhere that there's always going to be people that are elevated, not for
just because they rubbed elbows the right way.
Yeah, exactly.
They kissed ass the right way, and
they're this person's child
shit.
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. And my thing is, as long as you're doing the job, fine. It's okay to be related to somebody. That's fine. But if you're just as good, you're good. I'm down with that. Nothing wrong with nepotism to a point.
Right.
But there's a lot of average ass fucking offspring, man.
Yeah.
Like you ain't nah. No, you ain't your daddy. You ain't your mom. Sit your ass down. Get the fuck out of here. Ugh. You stink. Like, that's just how I feel. I want to be able to go, "Nah, I'm making sure I'm really good."
Yeah.
Or sit down. Ugh. That's just me.
What if you had an average kid, Godfrey? Would you see?
I'll be like, "Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't
do it.
Go do something else. Be good at something else. Don't do this. Don't stink up the fucking microphone. Don't do it." And I wouldn't even encourage them to do it. Because there's a lot of people that have their offspring doing comedy. It's just like, your son or daughter stinks.
Yeah.
But if they're good, then so be it. I'm not hate. I'm speaking logically.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want my kid. I was like, "You're not that good. You're not doing this at 14.
You think you'd be objective with your
No,
own
if you want, okay, you do something, okay, wait till you're like 20, so don't fucking 14. Fuck that. Because that's not fair. You're 14, they're gonna give you a chance. I want you to be old enough where they can boo your ass.
Right.
And go, "Get the fuck out of here." That's what I want. Not because I'm 12 and I'm a comedian.
Right.
I don't want it.
No.
Do it where they're old enough to take a beating.
I know. I feel like that would make you turn your potential hypothetical child away from doing social media stuff too.
No, they have to do social media. This is the world of social media. I took advantage of social media 5 years ago. No, during COVID.
Yeah.
I mean, I was on social media, but not really on it. But I just want to have my foot in it, so I don't look like I'm just old.
Now you got Now you got both feet.
The whole body. I submerged myself like
arms,
synchronized swimming. I'm that bitch like.
You are.
But yeah, man. I was watching Dame Dash. You know Dame Dash. Dame Dash. It's one of those things, you like him or hate him. Mm-hmm. And I was listening to Dame. Dame makes me laugh. Because first of all, I love his tenacity. I was an entrepreneur. I like his attitude of being a boss. And sometimes he goes overboard with his arrogance, but I like the mixture of it. Mm-hmm. And I was listening to him on a live during COVID. And his buddy was talking to him. He said, "Yo, Dame, what you gonna do, man? What you gonna do during the COVID?" He goes, "Let me tell you something, man. Right now, everybody's at home doing nothing. Producers, directors, all of them they all sitting there unemployed doing not a damn thing." He goes, "Everybody's watching us creative people." Mm-hmm. He's like, "You're a dummy if you're creative and you're not using this time to show your shit. You're stupid.
Yeah.
And I took it and ran with it.
Yeah.
And I turned my phone. I said,
Your platform.
It's time to get down.
Yeah.
And so then I started calling up people like King Batch and Rennie, all these Instagram stars that were younger than me. I said, let me call these guys up and start doing sketches with them. And they were like, as soon as I called them, they were like, God, hell yeah, what's up? I said, yo. And I started doing sketches with all of them, and my numbers started going up. I started learning how to edit, and from there, I started getting recognized. I was like, oh, people be like, yo, I'll be in another city or country. Hey, I saw you in the sketch with da-da-da. I say, oh, this shit is working.
Yeah.
So once I started doing that with them, I started doing my own thing.